Alrighty, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. Redpanda夕消 vtuber streaming. What is this? Granblue character tier list. Top or bottom? I need to figure this out. And so here we are. Wow. Originally, I was just thinking to do a Granblue character list. But then I thought, you know what? Why don't we throw in Relink while at it? Eh? All started from when I was watching my Dakimakura. My near Dakimakura, and then I'm switching out to the free raw one. Then I saw, you know, between these two characters, who is top, who is bottom? So here I am. We will figure them out. I'm going to go by lore. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. No, maybe adjust a bit more. I need to adjust my camera. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Alright. First in the list, Grand Zeta. They are without doubt top. No doubt about it. Lore-wise, like the whole crew, hell, even the world revolve around them, basing on their design. It's like cheating level of top. All the plot armor, everything, and all the time that like all the people they're fighting are basically top as well. They're just like fighting over who is the actual top. Who get to push their desire agenda and their ideal form of world. So yeah, Grand Zeta, as top as they want, as much as they want. Even if they're bottom, they're still power bottom. No, not happening. They're top. No, they're not bottom at all. I guess I could give power bottom a little bit, but no. I think they're still top. It's like even when they're bottom, they're like top. No, they're never bottom. They're top. I guess I'll move these two. Yeah. Catalina is top. Why? Because she's like practically second in command. Yeah, it's like she's very rarely Catalina like do what others do things for, like what other people say. Generally people do things what Catalina say. It's like telling Catalina to not cook, not happening. Yeah, that's how top she is. She can kill everybody and she will still be top. Or she'll poison everybody to death with her cooking and she will still be cooking. That's how top she is. She's definitely top. Charlotta. Oh, this one is... I feel like she wants to be a top. It's just that her stature doesn't make other people see her as a top. I think that's the main problem. That's her character complex. Yeah. Can I put her in power bottom? I kind of don't think so. Forever righteous, forever pure. Yeah, top. Definitely top. Even play like one. Damn gorilla. Lancelot. Oh. I think Lancelot is the top. He's the one that wanted to gain the Dragon Knight. He's the one with all the ideas. He's the one that's like pushing to the next level. Like Vayne is the bottom. Like Vayne just going along with what Lancer do. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable putting Lancer on top. I don't know if the Fujio will agree with me, but I think Lancer is top. Actually, swing is possibility too. Actually, I feel like a swing is possible. Like Lancelot do defer to other people sometimes. He's not always top. Like if Siegfried tell him to do something, he would do it. And he might even defer to Percival. So he might actually be a swing. The swing are gonna be tricky. I think the swing gonna be tricky. Percival is the top. No doubt about it. He sometimes shows maybe like 80-20, I guess. Maybe 20% chance that he'll be a bell bottom. Only to his like older brother. But otherwise he's top like almost always. The guy has worked with like such a so much aura anyway. He has so much aura in his the SSBA finish. Then walking like a king, like emperor, the flame emperor. Yeah, that's the top. La Diva. Ooh, I feel like it's a power bottom. Yeah, I think that's a power bottom. Like he has so much like maternity empathetic thing going on. But he also like in that side story he also like he's like asking the main character to dish out all the anger and frustration or sadness, all the emotion toward his big body. He can take it. But like, he's the one demanding that. Like he's the one who set up that whole plot practically. He realized Gray and Zeta might have like inner conflict, frustration, whatever, not able to see their dad and mom, almost like abandoned child. So like he is the one who came to realization of that, and then should I use he or she? She, right? Damn, I keep so hard, man. It's so hard. I see this big body, I expect to be a he, but it's a she. La Diva. Yeah, she is the one who like set up the whole story. They want Gray and Zeta to like release in order to help them to have a healthier, I don't know, healthier what? I guess just healthier in general, healthier mental state. I think Gray and Zeta, it's kind of crazy how well they turn out. Alright, we have to blame old Logia on that one. Too bad old Logia's not here. That one, that's the bottom. Metara is the top. No doubt. No doubt. That's the top. That's a queen. She won't accept any I guess that's part of her story too. It's like she's walking around looking for good men, and then escape her hometown tradition because she doesn't want to play bottom to tradition. So she's top. She's too much of a top. Left the village, fool around everywhere, but then realize all the normal men can't satisfy her. Yeah, too much of a top. All her problem come from her being a top. She won her way. Always won her way. Low Wayne, bottom. Definitely bottom. I don't know if he ever want to be top. Does he ever want to be top? I don't think so. The fact he like Catalina probably speaks how much of a bottom he is. Yeah, it's like the trio. Like the trio, the two bros, the three bros. They all want a top woman to dominate them. Lowen like Catalina. What was the other guy's name? The two other guys' name. Hey, I can't remember on top of my head. I just never remember their name. Damn. Starts with E something, I think. Well, anyway, he's two bro. One go for Frisia, who is the top woman for sure. The other one will go for Iggy. Because Iggy is big, I guess. Big and protective. I don't know if Iggy is top or bottom. That's questionable. Let's not think about that one too much. I don't know how many Pion Bees are top or bottom. Fairy... Fairy... Fairy feel like the bottom. Well, she has a whole whip, so like... funny how she's like a beast master, swing her whip. Summoner. Valen will be a bottom. Maybe she's a swing. I feel like a swing will fit. But her personality, she almost always like defer to somebody. It feels like I don't remember she ever pushing like pushing her own desire or agenda. They always kind of just follow on Green and Zeta. It's like we go shopping with the main character. It's like it's not because the fairy want to go shopping. It's because the main character asks her to go. I feel she's a bottom. Funny how the gameplay is so top though. All the zones are like top. You play to my pace, whip. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable fairy being bottom. But it has been a while since I read Fairy's Rule. I'm kind of afraid that I might forget something. Let me see if I remember everything. I'll go through the wiki. I will admit I did not see her free episode for SR version. But I'm pretty sure I saw the SSR and the Grand version. And it's summer too, I think. But in general, her personality is not exactly on the strong end. I should look at her dialogue lines a little bit, just to make sure. It's been quite a while. I'm so glad to have met everyone in the crew. That sounds like a bottom, but that could be just a Japanese thing. Just being polite. Like, she is a ghost too, so she really doesn't have too much like worldly desire or agenda. I mean, she's technically already dead. She's only being kept alive by the primal beast Celeste. Yeah, I'm pretty leaning toward bottom. Like, all her goal is just like live like a happy life. Just being around, she's already happy. No way, she does have some selfish requests, but she do it in a very passive manner, I guess. Introvert manner. Yeah, I'm leaning toward bottom. Yeah, I'm comfortable with her being bottom. It's been a while, man. Zeta's at the top. Could be a swing. Not power bottom or bottom, that's for sure. Yeah, I think it's a top. She likes to challenge people. Like, she likes to challenge. She likes a good fight. She also does the whole like the what's it? Ganex pose. She's the most Ganex character. She's the top. Yeah, I think she's top. She likes to fight Vazaraga to see who's better, who improved. Used to work as a bodyguard. Sometimes like to tackle issues with guts. Doesn't fear danger. He's very tough. In fact, you ask her to be more empathetic toward her spear in order to unlock its full potential. She struggled with that. Yeah, that's a tough. Vazaraga, I think he's a bottom. Could be a power bottom. But no, he kind of go along with everybody. Very like empathetic. Like all his stories about how he regret with causing his crew to die or get killed. Dealing with regret and the responsibility of having power. I think he's a bottom, despite his look. And then his playstyle too. It's like super armor, take damage, and then like a tank for the team. Then get like a revenge damage. He remind me of who was that guy? The guy went from Kill La Kill, that big guy, Gangamori or something like that. What was his name? Yeah, it's like masochistic. Namaya. Ooh. I feel like that's a power bottom. Or maybe a swing. Like she has one desire. She came out of the village and then want to get stronger to defeat the what was that guy's name? What was his previous name? Well, now it's like Esther. What was the English and the Japanese version? Oh, Octo. Octo is the Japanese version. Eta is the English translation, I guess. Just because we want to make it sound cooler in the English translation. Yeah, all her Namaya's goal was just defeat, get stronger than Octo. I still prefer saying Octo. I don't like saying Eta. Octo sound cooler. Anyway, number 8, the internal. And yeah, aside from that, she doesn't have too much other agenda or motive. Other meeting the main character, it's just like she's want to pamper the main character. It's like a big sister. Why? Good question. Why is that? They just met and then the main character acknowledged her and therefore she start pampering the main character? Like it's like it feels a whole, like she want to be acknowledged. The whole reason she chase Octo and get stronger is to get acknowledgement. Yeah, I think power bottom. Then the main MC accepted her, acknowledged her strengths, therefore she start pampering MC. Yeah, power bottom sounds about right. Soldiers. Oh, that's questionable. I feel like it's top mostly, but yeah, I think the top. Just top with the joke about like being an old pervert and get beat up a bit. I was just thinking like he can take those pain, but that doesn't mean he's a bottom. Yeah, he's a top. Weapon shop, son of a weaponsmith or weapon shop store owner. I forgot exactly. Balance like he realized like no matter how good the weapon is, if the user is bad, the weapon doesn't do shit. So he decided to practice his empty hand martial art. Yeah, that's Solus. You want to prove like the bare hand can defeat all. It's not about the weapon, it's about you. Yeah, that's the top. Zoe. I mean, she's overall balanced, right? So that gotta be a swing. Or is power bottom more balanced? No, definitely a swing. She's overall balanced. Yeah, she doesn't have much personality. She's mostly like a child wandering through the world, trying to understand mankind and nature, I guess. She is created from the wishes of the people of the Skyfarer. I guess to maintain balance? They say she is created from that wish, but I don't know. Well, I guess in a sense, it's like a Skyfarer wish for like a better world or something in a very cruel environment, because the sky world is incomplete, I guess. There are all sort of issues. Yeah. You play also all those side story and you realize this sky world is not a very good place to live in. You have like gangsters almost everywhere. The law and order are not very strong. The court can be corrupt. War breaks out. We have like the races and what's it? Kidnappers, robbers, gangsters, mafias. That's the whole reason that the Eternals were created, to try to make a balance, a bigger power that everybody's scared of. Yeah, Zoe, swing. Cagliostro, top, definitely top, no doubt, top. It's like I'm surprised like she even like joined the crew, you know, if you really think about it. It's like the only person that can get like Cagliostro to like step down a little bit is the MC. It's like the MC always get praised for like keeping Cagliostro in check. That's how top she is. The only way you top her is a crazy top, the plot armor top. Yeah, it's probably all OGR's fault. I think without all OGR, the MC might not have enough top power to overcome Cagliostro. Little girl on top. Little girl with the soul of a top. The macho soul. Yuushou. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure on this one. I feel like she's top. Man, we have a lot of top, huh? Associate is a pretty clear bottom. That will make Yuushou top. Consider they're like peeing apart. And then oftentimes Yuushou dragging Associate around. Yeah, even with the main character, she is very open to push the MC to do what she wants to do. Like go out to E or something like that. She'll just go, or grab you and go. That's top behavior. Andre is a top. Man, why do we have so many top? Granblue, why do you have so many top? Andre is the leader of the Eternals, the Jutenshu. Like like he's constantly contemplating how to become a top. He grew a beard just so people will see him as a top. Because he doesn't want people to kind of make him, because the Harbin looks small, so they might look kind of young and off-putting. So he grow a big mustache to make people think he is older, more respectable, just to appear the image of a top. And he is a top. Like He just don't want people confused that he's a bottom, just because he's stature. He's a top. That Yuushou, how Yuushou's form, he convinced Xiete or Xifang to join, to form the group with him. Yeah. And who, I don't know who's the one recruiting. I think Xifang is the one recruiting actually. Well, they both recruited some end. I'm not super sure. I know Xifang recruited Quadre and Fewer. No, what was her name? Oh god. Why can't I remember on top of my head? Quadre's sister. Why can't I suddenly not remember her name? Man, I'm getting old. Why suddenly I can't remember her name? Tian. Damn it. I should just think of her number and I'll remember. Yeah, Quadre and Esther. Xifang recruited both of them. Hey, who recruited Octo? I think Henri recruited Octo. I can't remember exactly. I might have remembered wrong. I might have to review that. I'm pretty sure it's not on the wiki. It's been so long. Okay, Henri is an old friend of Octo. And his previous name was Samba, that's right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Henri / Uno is the one that recruited 8. Number 8 of the Yuushou. Anyway, he's a top. Henri is a top, for sure. Eustace. I feel like he's a swing. Like his reason SSR odd, making a very top. Princess carry the main character. Doesn't matter you're Gran or Zeta. But I also feel like he defer to others a lot. Now he doesn't. No, not a lot. Like he doesn't. Like other people can get him to do what he doesn't want to do, but he's reasonable. That's why I'm leaning towards swing. Yeah, leaning towards swing. Even his playstyle, he doesn't just like zone, he also rushing. He's a rush down and a zoner. He loves dogs or canines. I'm not updated with his most recent Fate episode. I don't have his most recent SSR. Maybe something I changed then. But I feel like he like defers, also take lead either way. Yeah, I'm leaning towards swing. He goes either way. He's a flexible person. 6. I think 6 is a bottom. Yeah, he's a bottom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 6 is the bottom. Like he peel off his mask and he get embarrassed, introvert, and then it's like he gamed on like the main character strip his mask for fun. He never get upset. He just get embarrassed and chase. It's like stop it, something like that. that's a clear bottom energy. And then it's like when the oh no, tier list. Yeah, top or bottom tier list. And then when 6 in his anniversary event, it's like Nihon won revenge for killing the entire village, and 6 is just like, you have the right to revenge. Give it to me. I can take it. Pretty much. That is 6. Yeah, that's the bottom. I'm pretty sure the bottom. I don't think it's even power bottom. And then whenever like the main character has some issue, he comes to rescue. It's like the main character getting into trouble, 6 fix it. Yeah, I think that's the bottom. Vera. I feel like Vera is like a power bottom. Well, it could be a bottom too. The thing is Vera's story. Vera's story is all about sacrifice. Like she admires Catalina. And then knows that Catalina doesn't want to get trapped on the island by becoming the to sign a contract with the Lumineer or Chevalier and become the guardian of the island. So then she tried her hardest to become strong in order to defeat Catalina in the tournament. And then Catalina at the same time doesn't want to be trapped there, so she how to say, she sandbagged a little bit or got distracted and let Vera win. And Vera, knowing that like she will be trapped on the island, but at least Catalina will be happy. So that's like sacrifice. Then there's the whole chocolate thing, the Valentine chocolate. Catalina make terrible chocolate to a point of poisoning, and then Vera will still eat it. That is so bottom, man. That is pure bottom. But then like again, to other people, she's like a no, more like she's just like, her only desire eyes is like Catalina. Like, most is like friends with the MC. Yeah, despite those, like she's like a bottom. Like what evidence does she have that's like makes her top? Let's go a little more scientific. Try to prove myself wrong. Is there any way I can say that she's a top? Aside the appearance of stepping on people. And only when she goes crazy, she's bottom for so long, can't see a Catalina for so long, that she's starting to like get cray. That's when she look kinda top. Are these what if stories? No, these not. These based on the laws of a Granblue fantasy. You kinda have to play that game in order to know what I'm talking about, I suppose. This is pure Granblue fantasy geeking out. Nerding out. Oh, let's see. I don't think there's any. See movie hit Mark 7 in streaming while just barely move fast at all. Man, I was looking at whether the movie was shown in one theater nearby me, but no theater near me carry that movie, so I just had to wait for something else, I guess. Home release, Blu-ray, something. Yeah, don't spoil me. Unfortunate. Alright, Vera. Maybe some holiday story. Like she push her agenda a lot. Like people push her agenda constantly to get closer to Catalina, but when she meets Catalina, it will just become a bottom. How do I put that? The desire is strong, but you need raw accuracy. Man, they even reduced the size of like Penelope and C. It's so sad, man. But then it's like, I understand that if they keep the same size, they can enter the tunnel, like the Arctic base. Yeah. Sad. They're like what, 32 meter? 34 meter? Huge. Endless amount of missile. Those missile, man. They're beautiful. I love missile spams. Man, you better only give me a GBVSR, yeah, not a Statman. What was it? GBVSR or key something? GBVSR or Orchid. Oh, Dendrobium. That's right, Dendrobium. Then you give me GBVSR Dendrobium. That clearly can be in a 750. Although in the first movie, C almost instantly can go Mark 7. Yeah. Yeah. Will be broken though. Definitely broken. But honestly, C and Penelope should be like the king of like atmosphere combat. That's the whole point of them. It's like Gen 4.5 or 5. C is 5. Actually, what is Victory? Gen 7? 6? 7? Why 7? Then will be a GBVSR used on a certain place map. One-time use. Honestly, if you say one-time use, a lot of almost a lot of Gundam are all one-time use. All this easy reload, infinite reload. I wonder what happens if they actually introduce a number of ammo. Yeah, you make the Bing Magnum has ammo and just like big, way stronger. Putting the ammo, blow somebody up, but you run out. Yeah, it never happened. Maybe I move Vera to power bottom. Like she's too pushy to be just a bottom. I think power bottom is right. Beelzebub. I think he's the top. He is also a singularity. Constantly pushing his agenda. Like to prove who is the most supreme top. That's Beelzebub. That's practically his whole lore. Becoming top. And just being top is not satisfying. You want to be top. And top. And then another top come out, you want to dominate him and to be on top. That's his whole story. Belial. Bottom. Belial the bottom. Like he has cunnings, but all his cunning is for Lucilius. Everything is following Lucilius' plan to a T. All to like continue to remain loyal to Lucilius, continue to I don't know, do Lucilius' bidding. Lucilius can like throw all sort of shade on him, doesn't mind, it's okay. That's a total bottom energy. Despite his endless sexual energy, the craziness. He's the bottom. His desire, innermost desire, is bottom. The only time he sounds so swing is that when he's talking about sexual innuendo. That's it. Otherwise, all his desire, he's like bottom to Lucilius. Though the Avatar Bilal, does that change anything? He's kind of unstable now. I don't think that really changed anything. Doesn't change his character. Anela. I think Anela's a top. Or maybe a swing. No, she might be a swing. Because Anela is like the leader of the Divine Generals. She's the one hosting meeting. Try to keep all the other Divine Generals who are mostly children. Man, she's almost like a mom, but she's an older sister basically. Yeah, if you're like the older sibling in the family, taking care of the younger sibling, you're basically like taking like a pseudo mom role, or pseudo dad, pseudo parent role. Yeah, it's come with being born earlier, I suppose. But at the same time, like she doesn't really like, outside her responsibility, I feel like she doesn't push her agenda very much. She's like kind of like, even with the Divine General, she's kind of loose with them. Like she doesn't mind them go out and have fun and stuff like that. Meanwhile, somebody like Catalina will be like, no, running is dangerous. No running in the hole. No, don't bring the phone on the dinner table. We're supposed to talk here. Eat my food. But Catalina, this is poisonous. No, it's not. Eat it. Yeah, Anila doesn't feel like that. I think this is pretty accurate swing. You're not used to chat talking to you, huh? I don't mind. Not like much customer here. I'm just having fun here. Most people either watch silently or watch the video afterward. Siegfried. What is Siegfried? His power makes him top. He used to be a top. Until he met a king that made him less that made him less of a top. He kind of deferred to the king. Maybe I'm making a swing. I think he's a swing. Now he has balanced out over the time. He used to be like wild in his side story. I guess he mellowed out. And now he's like almost deferring to Percival, Lancelot, and Bane. Want to grow the next generation. And then like in the relationship with the main character, he's not very pushy either. And in fact, I think maybe that's one of the reasons that he's not as popular. Like Percival is very popular with the ladies. Just because how top he is. Yeah. And he Lancelot have fell off quite a bit. Thanks to Sandophone. I think Sandophone is the top. No, cool. Power bottom? Let's think about that later. Grimnir. Oh man, Grimnir is a tricky one. He's like full tuny. What is Grimnir? I feel like most other people have to defer to Grimnir and his antics, but he doesn't really gain the way of people too much. It's kind of like the schools, the class, nerdy chuny that always play video game by himself or reading manga. Try to look like he's popular, but everybody just find him weird. Why is that a top or a bottom? Or maybe a swing. Yeah, I'm not sure. This one I'm really not sure. And being a primal beast doesn't help either. But everybody kind of had to just go with his antique a little bit. You know what? I think I'm leaning toward top. Because like when he like his dialogue to other character that's like really badass, it's just like some sort of admiration. He's like a child. He's childlike. Like he see a top and wants to be a top. He's like, oh man, that is so badass. It's like some dialogue with Siegfried is like Dragon Slayer is like, how cool is that? How do you even top that? Totally unfair. Now he has desire to be top. Like what case does he have that makes him a bottom? Like he's very bullyable too. I think that's the problem. Like because he's silly. But he did not defer to Odin at all. A bottom would have deferred to Odin, his father. He would have done what, like, despite like Odin and his servant, that they all bad talked him. But Grimnir still like prove them wrong, beat them up, and then prove that he's stronger. Even the Odin's horse combine with him or let him ride. Yeah, maybe it's more top than I saw. That's actually kind of surprising. Yeah, surprisingly, that's more top than I saw. Maybe that's why he's also popular. I used to thought he might be a bottom just because how silly he is. Alright, Nier. I've been thinking about this quite a bit. I feel like Nier is actually a top. Because like every desire, she desire to be recognized, desire to be loved, whatever. But it's like, okay, it's like that's fine and all, but what if you do something that Tia doesn't want you to do? That's when it gets scary, right? Like you start thinking that there might be problems, she might kill you. I feel like she's a top, and learning to be a swing. Like even you fix her, like right now we're on the path of kind of fixing her. She's a bit more mellowed out. She recognizes she's loved and cared for within the crew, and she doesn't have to go to batshit insane. Doesn't have to go out the way to be batshit insane and kill people, and to calm down on the killing part. So she differs a little bit now. Yeah, maybe it's more like a childlike phase, like growing up and learning how the world actually works. Maybe I put her in swing. Depends on time phase too, right? When you first meet her, she's like clear top. You kind of have to defer to her. Yeah, let's take the most recent state. She's not so crazy anymore. Her Valentine story, she kind of differs. Like with bottom energy. Well, maybe we can call it power bottom. Yeah, maybe power bottom. Man, in this regard, Vera and Nia is kind of similar, huh? Even though one gives, one takes. Nia wants all the love, Vera wants to give all the love. While they both are still pushing their agenda. But Nia doesn't have nearly as much agenda. She just wants to be after... no, not quite, not quite. In that regard, if you say it that way, then Vera doesn't either. It's just like Vera want to be acknowledged by, want to be loved by Catalina. No, that's not quite way to, not the right way to say it. More like Vera loves Catalina. Doesn't really matter what Catalina say. That's more like it. When Nia want to be loved by anyone, doesn't really matter who. But nobody can give her the kind of love that she desire, aside the main character, I guess. She does differ. The Valentine story really sort of wrench into things. Like she defers to her family too. Like she constantly doing what her family want her to do. And like to be good at magic. She doesn't behave like Metara, who just run out of family and say like F you all, I'm gonna live my own life. She's just like, okay, if that's what you want me to do, and just do it. It's just she never able to she doesn't have the magic aptitude her parent desire, so she can't get shit on. Yeah, she differ in that regard. I think she's the bottom. Now it's like she differs so much that she's gone cray. In that regard, Vera and Nia is kind of similar. Yeah, I think that's about right. Moving top all the way down to bottom. Lucilius, absolute top. He doesn't like it when he's bottom. He doesn't like it when he's slightly bottom. He doesn't like it that he's made in the image of somebody else. It's like a cruel joke. And he tried to come up with also a strategy and plans to overpower God. Overthrow God, overthrow Bahamut. That's his whole game plan. He's not top enough. He wants to be top. Even Guy is cannot be more top than he is. 2B, I don't know if she count. Yeah, let's not put 2B. Not a Granblue character. I never really play near Automata. So I can't really say. Well, if anything, she's probably a bottom. She just defer to the agency or whatever organization. Bang is a bottom. Can he be a power bottom? Can Bang be a power bottom? I'm not sure. One instance that he pushed his agenda. He does make suggestion. And he doesn't mind being like the underdog either. Like he doesn't mind being shit on. Like Percival will like badmouth him. He doesn't really mind. But that's also like top energy though. It's like I'm so confident in myself. I know who I am. That I really don't care how you slight me. Well, what would they call it? The reverse of small PP energy, big PP energy. Yeah, that's the only part that like confuses me. But I feel like he would defer. I think he would defer to Lancelot. He would defer to Grand Zeta, defer to Percival, defer to Siegfried, defer to the kings, defer to the children if they want to go out and play. And in a very supportive role. Yeah, I think that's a bottom. Like only when like there could be some slight issue, he would like raise concern. Like, he doesn't go around like swing his big body and make people do what he wants to do. Yeah. Beatrix, I think that's a bottom. I'm pretty sure she's a bottom. She defers to her sword. She defers to children bullying her. She's just one YuushouVT girl. Get bullied all the time. Simple. Also gutsy though. Takes damage and returns it. Delta clock. Yeah, I feel like that's the bottom. It's like very rarely in the story, if ever, Beatrix gets saying something. Like a grand strategy or like a great suggestion. That almost never happen. She just makes some like an everyday remark. Let me look it up though. It's been so long since I read Beatrix lore. And make sure if nothing top energy comes out. She doesn't come up with idea for celebration. So in that regard, she does push her agenda a bit. Well, they're all casual. She does drag the main character around, so she has a lot of extrovert energy. But it might just be how the story is written though. But the story is written this way, that should be part of the evidence. And almost like every holiday is like other character dragging MC around, well, most of the time. Why it's for Beatrix is. Yeah, I think that's another problem. Aside being the like major story. Yeah, because like the main character Tanko is in like a emotionless state. We can't really decide where we go. So the writing always has to be the NPC or the character dragging the MC around. So that kind of throwing a wrench a bit. Well, considering children bullies Beatrix and she just kind of let it happen. Like nobody ever gonna bully Eustace. Aside the main character, I guess. I do wonder if it's a woman thing too, though. No, like Beatrice really behaved like a younger sister, if you know what I mean. Like happy-go-lucky, younger sibling of the society members. Do silly stuff. Why is the younger sibling? No, I kind of lean toward most younger sibling are bottom. I think that is part of the deal. It's just like because you often defer to your older sibling, and you kind of get used to it. Yeah, I'm leaning toward bottom. Let's do bottom. For Susia, that's a top. That's a Bahamut. Bahamut is a top. The whole reason Lucilius is on his quest is because of Bahamut. Yeah. Final boss. Gonna destroy the world. If you don't do the bidding, or if the world is not to his or her desire, just blow it up. That's top. Doesn't even take suggestion. I know better than you. I'm a god. That's a top. Vikala. I think that's a swing. Just because she transformed. Goes from like a bottom to I guess top. Vikala has to be a swing, right? Like clearly like on her inside without the rat ear, she's a bottom. But the one with the rat ear, she's always like shaping the world to her desire. So that's pretty top. So yeah, that has, unless we split up the yin and yang Vikala, otherwise I think swing is about right. Thunderphone. Ah, this one is tricky. Yeah, this one is tricky. Now he has a desire for recognition because this build is a backup for Lucifer. And then once he took over Lucifer's supreme pre-mark position, he realized it's a big responsibility. He also doesn't like to do what other people tell him to do. That's why he get into the whole mess to begin with. But at the same time, now he's the caretaker of the supreme point mark now. Suddenly he has a lot of responsibility. But to start making a top or bottom, like despite his like lore, he's like so many redemption and so much things done, I feel like I don't actually know Thunderphone all that much. If I really think about it, like he doesn't have like, oh, there's some personality there, that's for sure. Nonsense, his favorite line. I don't need to a bottom. Now even in these holiday lines, he let you make choices. Like, do you want to drink coffee or latte or coffee milk? I also feel like he won't be too happy to be bottom all the time. Maybe he's a swing. He obviously doesn't take everything the other tell him to do. Also in that regard, he also take a bit after Lucilius, I think. He doesn't like to waste time. Now he doesn't need to be there, he's not gonna be there. No curiosity. But I don't know if that's a top or bottom. That's a problem with all the primal bees, I think. It's like they don't have this same style of writing. Neo may be like several hundred years old, but often they are still finding themselves. Like it's like they only recently found freedom and doesn't know what to do with it. Centerphone, are you top or bottom? A Fuji will probably know this right away. Once you become Fuji, you have enough power to tell whether a rock is top or bottom. At least that's what they told me. I'm reading some of the Thunderphone dialogue on the GBF wiki. And the thing is, like, Thunderphone is constantly just doing a supreme pre-mark job almost. It's almost like a workaholic. Workaholic with a coffee addiction. It's almost like that. So that would be a bottom, right? And top would be going around doing what he wants to do. But then technically, Thunderphone, what he wants to do is to be the supreme pre-mark. That's almost like his coding. So now he's fulfilling his coding. So he's doing exactly what he wants to do. He's just sometimes not very good at it. That's all. Well, not as perfect as Lucifer. I lean towards swing. Adaptability, flexibility. Yeah, let's go with swing for now. I think this is swing. Goes both ways. As long as the situation calls for it, he adapts. Yeah, maybe that's why it's hard to figure out. Galleon. I feel like Galleon is the bottom. Empathetic. Kind of defer and pamper. The one time she pushed her agenda, the world almost got destroyed. It had to be rescued by the MC, technically, sort of, kind of. Yeah, I think that's the bottom. And if she's top, she'll crush everybody. Just because how big she is. I don't even know if I should call her like a she or he. I think like, is the game give her, no, she's using a female body here, like human form. While her dragon form is like no gender. So how do we count that? We just count the human form? I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the bottom. Trying to think a way we can make Galley on top. Is that even possible? Constantly giving a quote blessing unquote. Dealing with regret. I don't know how Galleon live her day-to-day life either. How do any of the 6 dragons live their day-to-day life? Well, we kind of know Wellness. Wellness is going around like making a culinary creation. That's his hobby now. And what is Galleon's hobby? Do Galleon have a hobby? Likes, life of the sky. Dislike, impatience. Hobbies, bestowing a blessing. Bestowing blessing, is that top or bottom? How do we count that? It's the kissing scene too, right? It's like she had to stop going around doing that too, and she just defer. Yeah, she defers a lot. She recognizes she doesn't know everything, so she defers a lot. And she always like see other people's good and greatness or something. And I think another top looking at Matara would be like, oh my god, you slut. Well, she's like, Megalian is like, your kiss, your seduction is so good. Teach me some. And Meta is like, oh no, if I teach you seduction, you'll be way too much. So yeah, I think bottom is pretty fitting. Man, Galleon's dialogue is kind of hard to read. It's like one line, like one word and like one line. And it's in the wiki form. Yeah, I'm leaning toward bottom. It's always just learning too. Like the whole reason they got this mortal body or human-like body is to learn. Now Galleon is all proper too. I apologize on behalf of all wagers for lacking the power to fully preserve the world's shape. But I had a failure singularity. I can offer my blessing to you and those around you. So it's always like some sort of offer. He just never force like you to do anything. That has to be bottom. That's bottom. Wellness though. Wellness is top. He doesn't even know he's top, he's just doing it. He's going out doing his cooking, cause trouble. He's already a top. Let me make sure though. Let me make sure I'm not missing because I haven't read some of his face story. Like I don't have his Halloween version. I only recently got his grand version. Singularity. I heard today is the day you celebrate living to see another year. Mortals are truly fragile. And are always so busy. You have to eat and sleep every day. There are so many things you have to do to stay alive. And since you are trying to reach Esther Lucia with the glowing blue and the red dragon, you have your own set of difficulties. Well done surviving all this time. You deserve praise. Bravo! That's top energy. Well, the bad is like top energy. Hurrah, hurrah! Happy birthday, Singularity! Yeah. Even like his SSBA finish animation, this is all top energy. Everything he does is like top energy. Do we have a case out that he's bottom? Like, do we ever bully him for something? You keep on praising the Singularity for the main character for surviving another year. I do wonder what kind of people like Wellness. I don't imagine Wellness will be compatible to all the bottom, right? Just because he's like oozing out top energy, left and right. Is that how it works though? Is there any top that likes top? I wonder what this says about us fans of Granblue who like certain character. Do we always just like cater toward the opposite because opposite attract? Alright, let's leave Wellness top. I don't find any evidence of him being bottom at all, or even power bottom. Even he's not flexible at all for swing. Meg, I think Meg is a top. Meg has to be a top. She used to be a bottom. Defer to the disasters around her. She can't have her vacation, and she's tired of being bottom. So she now is gonna push to be top. What's that? Does that just make her a swing, or does that make her still like ultimately a bottom, or is that now she's positioned as top? That now that she changed herself, she has so much top energy though. At least to Meg, I mean to Mary. She's like she is Mary without even knowing. Even has the complete oblivious energy, top energy. Yeah, leaning toward top. Her ancient history is what make her somewhat or bottom, but that's not her anymore. She completely changed. You won't recognize her. Yeah, I think it's the top. Let me make sure though. Let's see if I can find any evidence of a bottom remaining. Really surprised that she made it to Granblue versus. She's definitely one of the dark horse. Again, seeing the side game studio really liked her. Or maybe she's just a pure Yuri bait. Captain, won't you accept my chocolate? They might look generic, but I promise you they taste great. At first I wanted to surprise you with something fancy, but I ended up going with something I knew would come out tasting delicious. Figure my feeling would come across better that way. Besides, I can work on making them look better over time. Give me a few years, I'll give you a tasty chocolate tailored to your senses. Yeah, that's pretty top energy. Like a bottom would be like, I'm not sure if it will turn out good, I hope you like it. I'll try to improve, but no promise. That'll be a bottom energy. As long as you're happy, it's okay with me. Yeah, I think Meg's the top. I'm pretty sure it's the top. Let's see year 5. Happy Valentine's Day, Captain. Here's a handmade tree with your name on it. Chocolate says ... Check it out. I took a correspondence course and made this sharp shake chocolate just for you. She's talking to chocolate this whole time. I take it you noticed. I used Ursa as a mold for the shape, but I forgot to factor in the whole getting her out part. Oh, she put Ursula in the chocolate. On that note, is it okay I just give it to you like this? You'll ruin the chocolate if I try to force her out, but then again I can't just leave her trapped inside. So I'm gonna need you to eat all the chocolate off the surface. That's the only way. Sorry for the weird present, but please, for Ursula's sake, keep crying. Ursula is like, shock. That is top energy. Yep. Going around and screw up and still make other people take it. That's top energy. Yep, that's top. Elsa. Elsa is a tricky one. She's a drill sergeant, so she's pushing her desire on her student, on her soldiers. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's like that is so ingrained in her. Can you still be a bottom? Like, she does go softer on the main character and reveal more about a bit about herself. Happy New Year! Thank you for inviting me to the banquet yesterday. I really enjoyed myself. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. I have a feeling that traveling with such pleasant companions will make this another enriching year. Now that I have plenty of rest, it's time to begin my first training session of the new year. Care to join me, Captain? I'll be happy to train you relentlessly again this year. Aha, that's what I like to hear. Then I'll be waiting in the plaza over yonder whenever you are ready. And year 5. Happy New Year. It's always a blessing to make it to this point safely. My plans, with the full sorted, at least for now, I would love to finally visit my parents again. But that's not happening. I've got my troop to look after. It's hard to announce my plan when some of them don't have homes to go back to. I'll probably have to wait until something big happens in the family. Maybe to break the news if I get engaged, that would be nice. Where am I from? Just a regular town like anyone else, nothing really interesting to see. Still, I'll give you a tour if you stop by. Plus, you had to try my mom's cooking. I told my parents about you in the letter I sent them, you know. I'm sure they'll love to meet you. Meet the parents with Elsa. I'm pretty sure that's a sign of like a marriage. I feel like she has to be a top. I don't feel like a bottom can lead a troop around. Like you have to be a top. Like even to Eustace, she behave like a top. Like at one instance she behave like a bottom. Almost never, right? It's at most she feels like a bit of a swing. Otherwise, she's always top. Like even if you make a joke on her to make her embarrassed or something like that, she'll just punch you in the face. And if not, like if not, she'll just scold you. Yeah. I put Ven here. I'm not sure if I should put Fern somewhere. I feel like he's top though. He's actually top. He's always like people have to defer to him. He's just small, so he can't really like throw his weight around. Like the whole April Fool is just like alternative villain want to be top, want to be powerful, so he can claim his rightful place as a top. So I'm pretty sure he's a top. And he almost never defer anybody too. He always give people nicknames, and people just have to like stick with the nickname, or like suck it up and let Vin call them the nickname. So that's actually pretty top energy. Yeah. Rackham. We're on to reading character now. Rackham. He feels kind of... I think he's a swing. Like he's a very flexible person. Yeah, I feel like there's many ways you can convince him. But there's obviously things that he doesn't want to do. Man, it's been so long since I read anything Rackham. He doesn't have new like SSR anymore. And he's not exactly the most popular character. Like he's like he could be a bottom too, honestly. But he can't go around do his own thing too. He just like really like Green Cipher, and he takes care of the Green Cipher. And he's not exactly one to back down either, unless you can convince him reasonably. Yeah, even like when Roland wanted to install cannon onto a Green Cipher, he was like hard no. But then like they were able to talk him out of it and let Roland do install cannons. Yeah, I think he's kind of flexible in that regard. Next is some of the year 5. You ready, old captain? My captain, this year's battle door match is mine. I'm taking no prisoners. I'm not the same Rackham you have been thrashing each year. This is gonna be a shuttlecock shot. Aha, you are ready to bring the heat too? Pretty confident, huh? Well, where I'm playing to draw a big curly mustache on that smug face. Just you wait. Yeah, that's kind of top energy. Or rather, not bottom energy. Seems like every year he loses to the main character in Shuttlecock. Let's see trick or treat. Hey Captain, can I ask you something? Why am I everybody's first choice for trick-or-treating? I'm already out of candy, which means the next little gremlin who find me is gonna trick me into next week. I need to restart, but if I try, they're gonna spot me. Can you help me find an escape? That way, thanks, Captain. You're a lifesaver. I owe you. Hold up. Half the crew is up ahead. What are you trying to pull? Ah, I forgot you were the biggest prankster of the crew. Well, I'll show you. You'll never take me alive. That's bottom energy. So people do bully Rackham a lot. Yeah, he does get bullied quite a bit. I'm leaning towards swing. I feel like swing is right. I think you can go either way. Oi, Captain, get any present from Santa Claus? You're grinning from ear to ear, so I thought you might have. Seeing that smile on your face make me smile too. But watching all the kids get presents sure is hard for the adults. Make me wish I was a kid again. I'm leaning towards swing. Maybe it's because he's so seasoned. But compared to some of the other character, yeah, I'm really not sure. I really think it's a swing. Because I'm not sure it's a bottom or a top, so it has to be a swing, right? You kind of display both aspects, the bully aspect to the competition aspect. Yeah, let's leave it as swing. EO. Man, what is EO? I feel like EO is the top. She doesn't like to take things lying down. She likes to solve her own problem to prove that she's a big girl. I think that's the top. At one instant is she like a bottom. And she doesn't despair easily either. She does cry, but crying doesn't mean much. And she's been willing to like take up I don't know if that is to Lucia part count. That's kind of just like writing them out the story on purpose. Because the writer just want MC to be able to spend time with the parent without too much distraction. Because otherwise the crew is too big. Everybody had to get their own dialogue. So I feel like that's more of a mechanical issue. And the way like EO decided to join the crew, I'm pretty sure she kind of like forced her way in, if I recall. Man, it's been a long time, huh? It's like 10 years. It's like 10 years since I read EO joining the crew. That's kind of crazy. Maybe even longer, 11, 12? 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. No, maybe 10. I did start 1 year late. I had to refresh my memory a little bit. Yo. A young lad who loathes being treated like a child, your encounter eventually joins you while in search of her master, who vanished in the Val's duchy. Or duchy? Is it duchy or duchy? Yo is persistent and refuses to give up in the face of adversity, but she is a little inflexible, too. As you might guess from the way she bristles at being treated like a child, she can't wait until she's all grown up. Yeah, inflexible, that's top. That's top energy. Refuse to back down, prove that she's a big girl. That's top energy. Yeah, I think she's a top. Wugen. I think Wugen's a top. Like he so much top that he runs out the family, not caring for them, and going out and have his adventure. He doesn't defer to anybody. He's like a free spirit. Not only that he is older, he has his adventure, he's kind of defer to the captain a little bit. That's about it. I'm pretty sure that's top. Like, in fact, he is so top that he causes family problems. He went out to look for medicine to cure his wife, and kind of disregard his children. That's kind of his story. Hey, Captain, how do you feel to be another year older? Bah, don't feel real, huh? I got you. I get you. Even I still feel like I'm the same person inside, no matter how many years go by. It doesn't feel like I've grown out that much. You say you want to become a model adult like me? Jeez, I know you're just bothering me up, but it's working. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's top. He doesn't have much bottom energy at all. Like, do kids play pranks on him? Let's see, year 5 Halloween. The Halloween season here again. I'm gonna avoid going all out this year. I don't have the energy to keep up with you youngsters, Captain. I'm an old man. But I have an idea. Since I can't go alone, I ought to team up with somebody. So what do you say, Captain? Wanna be my... Oh, come on. At least let me finish before you turn me down. Fine, I give up. The twinkle in your eyes said you were looking forward to play a trick on me. Just go easy on me, you hear? Those tricks of yours are bad for my health. he ran out of energy and has to be a little bit bottom. Ah, getting old. Now he used to be a top, but we would consider his current state. Now that he is older, maybe we're moving down to a swing. Yeah, he doesn't have the same energy anymore to keep up with the youngster, and he kind of just had to defer. Man, is that going to happen to all of us as we get old? We have to start deferring. I think that really is it. Once you get old, you defer. Lowland. Oh man, is Lowland top or bottom? He really didn't show too much personality, but in terms of plan, I feel like he's a swing. I think he used to be bottom, but started to push his own agenda after he realized the top is not doing justice. I feel he's a swing. Or can we call him a power bottom? Maybe he's actually a power bottom. His only real relationship with this one. Hey, what was her name? You know, I wonder why they show her on the Endless Ragnarok website. Only as foes right now. Lilith, that's her name. So Lowland's only relationship is like real relationship, I guess, is with Lilith. I don't account with the crew. Like he kind of did an adventure with the crew. But he doesn't like the way he suggests things. He doesn't really push it really hard. It's more like suggest you go this way, suggest you go that way, kind of more manipulative type. So yeah, I think power bottom is kind of right. Like he pretend he defer to people, but he kind of is actually pushing his agenda. At least that's how I see Roland. Like he has a desire to reach like a good ending. But at the same time, maybe he's just being diplomatic, being a good politician and all. Yeah, he'll be a really good lawyer. What does that make him? Yeah, it's kind of hard. There's actually not that much information to say about him. Find out they only recently showed a trailer of him as a summon. You can summon him and use him there instead of a playable character. Same with Lucilius. Lucilius as a summon in Relink. That should be interesting. Finally have the power of the 12th wing at our disposal. Roland. I really lean toward power bottom. Definitely not just a bottom. But doesn't feel like a top either. At most I can say is swing. Like he definitely like stand his ground and show his power too. But not, I almost like no instance of him just like. Okay, he has one instance of him. Like Catalina was gonna refuse him from joining the crew or on the adventure or whatever, because she saw he's like a civilian or something, could be dangerous. So he showed his power a bit. That's about it. Well, he does come to the rescue pretty often, and willing to sacrifice himself. Like willing to sacrifice himself is kind of like a like he knows it's gonna end with like a kind of bad result, and he's still willing to do it. That's kind of a masochistic bottom energy. Yeah, I think it's power bottom. Man, I can't wait to play endless Ragnarok. Soon. 2 months. 2 months. A bit less than 2 months. We're almost there. Alright, Lowland. I'll keep you at a power bottom. Yoda. I think he's the top. Well, because he's old, he's kind of start deferring, so he's just swing now. But unlike his SSR, his new SSR or newer SSR, it's just like full top. Now he's one of the 3 sword master in the sky realm. Like he definitely used to be like a very top. But now he's almost like a lazy old fisherman. And kind of just let the world happen. He doesn't go around busting up a gangster or anything anymore. And I guess he's too old to join the Eternals. Well, to be fair, we already have a Sword Master in the Eternal, so this guy is Yoda is out of his prime. I feel like trick-or-treating dialogue is a pretty good judge of a lot of character, because that's one instance you get to see the normal top, how they take care of the situation of being a bottom, being bullied, being tricked. Well, let's see. Year 5, Halloween trick or treat. Oh, you have caught a whip on me, have you? Look like you have some promise after all. I was putting you to the test. Some whisper snapper were after me, hoping to play a prank, so I gave them the slip and started sneaking around, real quiet like. Before I knew it, no one could tell I was about. Since I got too serious, it was sad. I was just an old fool lurking in the shadow, while the pipsqueak were out having their fun. But right when I was about to hit rock bottom, you found me. Tell you what, Captain. A surprise for discovering, oh man, you can prank me as many times as you like. How about it? Yoda. Alright, that's top energy. That's definitely top energy. You can prank me only because I allow it. Yo, that's top energy. Oh, I have a duplicate faster rock out here. Oops, that's a Relink version. Alright, Ganda goes out. He's the top. Let me make sure though. Let me see the Ganda goes out. My Relink man. Trick or treat. Ha ha! I see you have got yourself yet another amusing costume. I expect no less of you, Captain. Why haven't I got a costume on, you ask? Ha 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 ha! Actually, I meditated on the proper costumery for 3 days and 3 nights. Then all at once the answer came to me. On Halloween, I will intentionally not wear a costume intentionally. It's like that thing kids say nowadays. Psych! So I too will say psych to the traditional Halloween by laying bare this body. Come, Captain, show me your most ingenious prank. I'll meet it with my fist. This year another formal training. Happy Halloween! Yeah, that's top. Zero bottom energy. Absolutely zero. It's like I remember the dialogue you go through Xavier in the Relink. He saw how big the boss is. He's like, oh my god, how much power would that punch have? And all he can think about is how to punch back, how to contest a punch that big. It's like absolutely crazy. The media drop down, no problem, punch it. That's top energy. Zero, absolutely zero bottom energy. Sifong, I think he's a swing. He get bullied all the time, but he has a lot of like top energy too. He's like a boss character, man. Well, maybe he's so top that he allow other people bully him because he know it doesn't impact him in any way. Let me make sure though, it's been a while. The only time that I mostly remember him of his either being bullied or he's by the other Eternals, or that he is yeah, he kind of doesn't like, despite being the leader of Eternal, not the creator of the Eternal, I did mess up mentioning the Andre. Well, Andre is one of the leader, that's for sure. The creator of the Eternals, while Siphon is technically the leader. Like being the leader, he kind of just like lets things go as he is. That's not very top like. Like if Catalina was the leader of Eternal, everybody had to sit on the seat, on the chair, arrive on the right time, or they had to eat her cooking. Probably same with Charlotte. She'll make a fuss if you don't arrive at meeting. While Eternal, like they don't show up, it's okay, no problem. that's like swing bottom energy. But at the same time, it's like when like Siete or Chiffon gets serious, everybody kind of defer to him. Alright, now you're the big boss now, you know, kind of deal. So I feel like swing is very fitting. Well, let me read Year 5 Halloween. Hey Captain, knocking at my door like that, what can I do for you? Is it a trick or is it a tree? Thinking. You want me to hire you? Getting targeted by kids dying to play their tricks on you? Huh. Must be tough being so popular. Well, this is unexpected, but I don't mind. I'll even take a peek outside for you. Thinking. I was hoping to have a bit of fun with Captain myself, but I guess I gotta show off my mature side sometimes too. Wow, that's cold! Haha, a water gun, huh? A clean hit right in the back of the neck. Hey, don't tell me this was all part of your trick. Were you bluffing when you say you were getting targeted? Ah, so I'm right. A fine performance, I must say. You have me completely fooled. Getting up behind me like that, Captain. Ready for an OL, huh? That's good. That's a good bit of top energy. No, I only need to overswing. Because like a pure top won't allow like the way other Eternals treat him. That's for sure. Id. Oh man. How do I put id? Like he's always just doing modest bidding. And then he like drowns in like regret. He haven't get to show much of his desire. He has one time he rebelled against his mother. That's his only instance. And then what? Then it's all redemption, right? Oh, I'm not sure if I ever read his Fate episode in Relink, since I never really played with him that much. I might be missing out information. I wonder if the wiki has information on him. Man, his name is hard to search too. This mysterious swordman staying your way at every turn, always calm and collected, not seeming to face him. That's on the main website. On the wiki, lore and trivia, there's like nothing. Another website is like a Monster Hunter type website. And just how to play him, that's it. And he doesn't really have much personality settled. Right now he just all like he's like mommy's boy. And now that he's free from mommy, he doesn't know what to do with himself. So now he is like progressing. He had to learn to grow up and make his own decision. That's about it. Like, does that make him top or bottom? I feel like that's bottom. And the only time that he decided to rebel against his mom, just that one time, is for Lyria. And it's only because like the mom tell him to protect Lyria. That's it. And he just like follow order in a funny manner, that's all. Malicious obedience. Yeah, I think that's bottom. And then when like he's like finally free, it's like other people tell him what to do, how to live his life. He hasn't figured it out yet. And for now he has to remain at the bottom. He hasn't proved any other thing yet. But you know, like he works out. Now when Galenza want to challenge the main character, he works out and say like, I take care of this. I'll finish you off in like a blah 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 minute. That's very top energy. But well, maybe that's just a proper assessment of the power difference. Maybe inside him he's actually top. Well, he just couldn't say no to mommy. Maybe he's a swing. But then like at the end, he almost nearly sacrificed himself before Roland jumped in. He was actually kind of willing to give up and take the sin, because he almost helped destroy the world. Yeah, that's a very bottom energy. And then when he's failed while fighting, well, he fought Siphon in the story. And Siphon gonna test him whether he's worthy to be in the crew, or is he gonna be another problem. He didn't like Siphon was actually gonna kill him, but he decided not to back down. He still wanted to live, so he's kind of still enforcing his desire. If he was Spartan, he would just take it and give up without a fight. So maybe he's a swing for now. I think put him as a swing for now. He had a strong desire to live, and he just found his life. He haven't enjoyed it yet. Maybe that's the main problem. I'll put a swing for now. Galenza, he's a top. Galenza has to be top. The only way you can make a Galenza is not top is to beat his ass to prove that you're more top than he is. Yeah, it's a zero bottom energy. You just sleep. Loves the good fight. Loves to challenge himself. And if you say you're the strongest, prove it. Prove it through my body. Yeah. Oh man, you know, are they all top? She is total top energy too. Magiele. Maglile. I don't know how to pronounce her name. How do I pronounce her name exactly? Maglile? Magili? I was afraid there would be like a silence pronunciation somewhere. Let's see.
Maglielle.
It's like Italian. I can pronounce Italian.
Maglio.
That doesn't help.
Maglial. Maglial.
Oh man, Italian. I don't know how to say it, pronouncing Italian at all.
Maglio.
Maglio. Let's go with that. Maglio. She's like Gojo Sama. She's like very tough energy. She only joined this bad guy group because she wanted to push her agenda. She found a benefit to do so. That's about it. Otherwise, no one should be there. She's always for her own benefit. Now she comes and help is like, yeah, because she doesn't like to owe you one. Yeah. I wonder what like kind of fate episode they're gonna give them in the Endless Ragnarok. Should be interesting, I guess. Alright, this is top. Doesn't allow bottom. Zero bottom energy. Always want her way. Punish the naughty child for rebellion against her. Need to be taught a lesson. Oh, I didn't put in a Fidel. I'm missing Fidel. I'll put it later, I guess. I'm gonna put it now. Let me make sure I have it. I don't know why it's not here. Let's see, Relink characters thumbnail. Oh, I am missing her. I have it in another folder, I think. Fade down, here she is. There we go. Alright, frogs. Hey, frogs. I don't have her newest version, so I don't know if she increased her top energy. But so far she's kind of like, people don't like me, so I'll back off kind of deal, kind of deferring. No, year 5 Halloween. Ah, Captain, happy Halloween. I was handing out trees to the children, and you're the last one. Haha. You got your tree, so you can't play a trick on me now. Huh? Are all these snacks for me? What? You're gonna play a trick on me unless I pay you back in trees tenfold? Wait, but I don't have anything left on me. Give me a second. Ah, help! I think it's bottom. But she also have top energy. Maybe she's a swing. Now you recall her story. She kind of left her hometown because she feel like she's not well liked. Well, it's not quite like Meta where it's like F you all, I'm leaving. I'm leaning towards swing. Yeah, I feel like Halloween, she's mostly just a learning experience. Not a good indicator. Alright, year 3, frogs. The devil, what are you fidgeting about? Around about? Around for? Ah, Captain, happy Halloween. Are you about to head into town? So are we. Devil's been itching to go. Apparently last year's really made an impression. Now that the beast wants to be the one playing tricks, guess someone else is about to be a Halloween enthusiast this time around. And here I was hoping to use more of the tricks you taught me last year, Captain. Shall we think of something new to try? Is that right? Hey, no one said you could use your trick on me. Devil, ... You want candy? Sure, you have some. Just no more of that, understand? Guess it's pretty devil-like to prank someone without saying trick or treat first. Yeah, she seemed to get pranked on a lot in the Halloween. A little too much to be like top energy. Yeah, she get bullied quite a bit in Halloween. What about New Year? Happy New Year, Captain. Have you gotten a bit taller? Of course, that couldn't have happened overnight. You must have grown throughout the year. Looking back, I guess I have changed too. By staying time with you guys and doing so many assignments together, really, I discover new things about myself all the time, just by being on the ship. Thanks for being a great captain. Let's make a lot of wonderful memories this year too. And then in the Arcarum story, she kind of tricked the crew into doing her bidding, but that's kind of all of them. Well, it's majority of them. But then at the end of her like 5-star on cap, she's like a lot of top energy. He's like, she just refused to take this line down anymore. But that's just personal growth, right? Seeing the wrong and want to fix the wrong, that's kind of normal. That doesn't really say you're top or bottom. Now in the end, she still want to be empathetic. Yeah, she still miss her friend, her good friend. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like whenever not sure top or bottom, it should be a swing. I'm leaning towards swing. Like she didn't. It's not exactly a pure bottom, but doesn't have too many a sign of a top either. Man, I really wonder what's the next uncap gonna be like. Oh man, that's gonna take a while to complete. I don't think the first one's released yet, right? Man, it's gonna take a while for all of them to come out, huh? It's probably coming out soon though. I think who was first? Justice and the Fool. Now, in her Frog's younger day or early day, when she get bullied, she mostly just let it happen. Like, so she wants to get along with people and be nice, and that's how she get bullied basically. And then in the wanting power is how she end up signing the contract with Devil. But it's usually when people has the power, that's when you really show the color. So I don't recall like Frogs going around just like using her power to like overcome people. She still had her very empathetic ways. The wiki does have majority of her lore since it's a free-to-play character, at least her original version. Devilish Claws Scene 2. Though Frog seemed to be a lost cause after being clawed apart by the devil, she regained consciousness while the party looked on. Captain and the others tell Frog that since the devil has been defeated, there is no need to fight anymore. Frog expresses her desire to see the world destroyed and vanishes without ever reaching an understanding with the party. That's that you defeat the devil and she kind of just disappear until you get a card to recruit her. But that kind of just game mechanic though. And later on they find frogs again. So they found later on they found frogs in a battered state. Then they kind of rescue her, I guess. And she's trying to kill herself because she couldn't make the world the way she wants it. Let's see. So Finn say, already beat the primal beast. What reason do we have to fight? Frog say, that's honestly how you see this. I was completely willing to see the world destroyed. I wanted that. That was all me. Lyria, wait, really? Why would you want such a thing? Frogs, I want to eliminate myself along with those who had done me harm. Nothing wrong with that, is there? This world did nothing but wound me with hatred, neglect, hostility, jealousy, greed. There was nothing left in this world for me to cling to, so I will answer the primal beast's call. So yeah, she wanted to destroy the world. Yeah, I feel I'm kind of leaning to, I don't know, it's like this is another case of like being bottom for so long. She kind of like flip out. We seem to have a lot of that, huh? In the Granblue. Being bottom so long, you go cray cray. Well, to be fair, we got a lot of cray cray top too. You know what? Granblue is just filled with cray crays. I think that's just what it is. But Now the fact that frogs took so much BS for so long, that makes her a bottom, right? Like a top wouldn't have take all that BS. I kind of don't remember what she did to her friends, or so-called friends that bullied her. I don't recall she did anything to them. She's kind of just left the village and never see them again. Okay, so she got power, and then she so a monster charged at her. She beat up the monster, and then other people got scared of her. And the mom and dad kind of gives up to convince her to stay. And she just leave. And then at the end, she's like, Frog says, you don't have to understand, you don't have to love me, but still, I still love everyone so much, from the bottom of my heart. And this is where her memory got like messed up in the story. Yeah, I don't think she ever killed any of them. Like, she's so much of a bottom, she still allowed it. Like, so much empathy. Like, the whole thing, like, the whole thing she has is like empathy, I think. And she just want to meet her like long lost friend again. And her memory got tampered with or something by the world. I want to see at what point she is called to action to fight against the world. The world! Man, I want to play Endless Ragnarok so bad right now. Let's see. Okay, here's Fox says to the world, yeah, I'm starting to see that you and I will never see eye to eye. The world, so such as yourself are to be eliminated. You should abandon your ego and offer yourself in service to the work of God. You put others on a pedestal, give them your time, mind, and body, and beg for their love in return. You appear devoted to others, but in reality, you are merely forcing all of your decisions onto them. And yet, you selfishly persist. By your own will, you foolishly oppose me, the God of New World. Words fail to describe the sordidness of your action. You are a weak and incomprehensible being who can fully devote to neither service nor self-interest. The time has come to bury you all as wretched artifact of the old world. So that's basically how they start fighting. Alright, this part is kind of interesting though. It's like she's kind of bottoming, but then like it's what she wanted. She wants to be empathetic. She wants to defer to people. While here says like you are merely forcing all of your decisions onto them. Like, it doesn't mean the world is correct either. It could be just from his perspective. Well, the world do have the has the data on them, so. And yeah, you selfishly persist by your own will. You foolishly oppose me. No, that doesn't really matter. Like, we all gonna always oppose the world. Well, this is the interesting part. You are merely forcing all of your decision onto them. Is it really? Did frogs really force all that? I guess in a sense she did, because she wants to hang out with her friends, or so-called friends, where she still loves them despite all the bad things they did to her. The question is why? Why she desire that friendship? She's willing to give them everything. With that line, I'm kind of leaning toward power bottom, not just bottom. And honestly, I never truly understand Frog's character. I even got her to a 5-star in the original GBF. She's the first character, evoker that I got to a 5-star. And she, like, from what I remember, she can't just let everything happen. Well, from what my impression is that, like, she let people wrong her. But I don't know if it's because she's weak or not. But she doesn't appear that weak. She probably could have done something. And then when they did all those bad things, she lets it. Because she's afraid to be hated. She's afraid to be disliked. Or almost feels like that. Well, we don't know why. We don't know why she get to that point. Well, she's just really easy to be peer pressured. Now, if you're really easy to be peer pressured, that doesn't mean you're bottom, right? Oh, that's not necessarily true. Like, being easily pressured is like an empathetic trait. Someone like low empathy, like you wouldn't even like consider that direction. You'd always be dragging people your way anyway. And she didn't really take charge either. Almost at no point she takes charge, so she's definitely not a top. And not a swing. Even she gained power, like people just grew scared of her. And then blame her of everything. Despite killing a monster that's like threatening them. So she just left. Because like that's she feel like undesired, or people afraid of her, and because people is afraid of her, she decided to leave, therefore not making people scared of her. That's like, that screams bottom, right? Now it's not like Vera. Like if Vera like got powerful and people scare of her and she leaves town, she's gonna smile about it. she will laugh like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted. People, I look at their face. I like that. That would be like a power bottom. If that's the scenario where you have to leave town because people are scared of you. Yeah, I lean toward bottom now. Like, it's not like I think the world is just like BSing and saying that crap to try to shake frogs, saying this is what you wanted anyway. So we can't take that line seriously. Now frogs is just empathetic, so she kind of allows it. She want to make people happy. In a sense, I guess that is her desire, but she still desires to be loved and liked. Yeah, I say bottom is pretty fitting. Fidel. I think that's a top. Like, can you, like, at what point can you say she's bottom? Like, she's like an innocent child, throwing her weight around, crushing people, and she'd be like, "Oops, sorry." That's what it feels like. I see the trick or treat. Oh, we only have year 4 for trick or treat. Or did we not put in nobody put in the 5th year on the wiki? That can't be. You feel like 5 years already. Oh man, I've really played Granblue for so long. You really kind of like start to like lose the sense of time of when we met this character. I feel like met Lyria like yesterday, but that's like 11 years ago. It's crazy. Well, anyway. Year 4 Halloween, Fidel. Is that your singularity? Well, I can't tell you from your aura, but it appears especially pale tonight. Choose, I'm dressed as a zombie. Ah, yes, Halloween is all about presenting yourself as some sort of unusual life form, but zombies are dead that move about with decayed body. The manifested when Kamusumi was lost to the Sky Realm. What is Kamusumi? I forgot. Kamusumi, was that Japanese? What did the English translation have a different term for that? Oh, the way the Kamusumi is the nectar. Ah, what is it called? The slime? The slime that does something? The wage of life? That's right, wage of life. Was lost to the Sky Realm. Zombies could be considered blasphemous to natural order of death. Why would you intentionally assume to the form of one that blurs the line between life and death? Dressing up as something frightening is the point of Halloween? Well, if the point is to show fear and respect for death, then perhaps mimicking zombies is rather fitting after all. In that case, perhaps I should also dress up to promote the fear and respect for death among mortals. Now, how do I go about assuming the form of a zombie? Teach me, singularity. Like, I feel like Fidel is not someone that takes a no for answer. And I feel like a lot of like ladies like Fidel because how much of a top she is as a woman. Can I consider her as a woman? You consider her as a woman, right? She did take a woman form. A huge draft woman. That is not that messed up. Can she ever fix her height? I wonder. Not that anybody will want her to. Fidel is the dragon of darkness, while Ladon is often considered a dragon of light. Fidel is the dragon of death, while Ladon is the dragon of immortality. Fidel is clumsy and humorous, while Ladon is described as serious. Ladon is her avatar thing, right? Oh wait, lay down is the mythology, a dragon from the mythology, Greek mythology, located in Morocco. And Fidel is like opposite of everything the lay down was. Interesting trivia. I did not know that. Oh, Fidel's clothes and especially the jewels are inspired by the Moroccan clothes and jewel. Huh. Interesting. Man, this is symbol with the Granblue character. There's always like some hidden trivia found like everywhere. It's like they use like we have like Egyptian names now, Egyptian trivia, we have Arabians, we have Hebrew, we have what? The Chinese. Oh, do we have like Indonesian stuff here? I'm not sure on that one, but we have like I think like Indian stuff. Also the Native American Indian stuff too. We have Shiva. Fidel, 209 centimeter. Wait, how tall was Wellness? I forgot. Wellness, I think they're like near the same height, right? Like 210. Wellness is... yeah, Wellness is 210. Fidel and Wellness standing next to each other, there's a 1 centimeter difference. You won't be able to tell, you just be looking up. How much is that in American? I have no idea. 210. I think 7 foot was like what? 203. You know what? Let's see calculator. Height calculator. It's kind of sad we had to do this. There's a height calculator for predictor. I did not know that's a thing. I just search a height converter. There we go. Let's see, what was it? CM. Oh, chart will help. Let's see, 210 centimeter is 6 feet 11. Yeah, 6 feet 11. So they're not quite 7 foot. Surprising. They should just make Wellness like 7 feet 6 or something. 228 centimeter. That's crazy. Man, recently I saw something like the NBA's clip highlight or Wembanyama. 7 feet 6, 7 feet 5. Somewhere between there. It's crazy, man, how tall he is. Sure he can do. Like one end of the floor blocks an unblockable shot, normally unblockable shot, and run the other end, give you a 3-point, land a 3-pointer. It's like 5-point swing. How do you beat that? You just hope he like get injured or something. Maybe that's what Timberwolves was trying to do to him, trying to injure him. Well, anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with Fidel being on top. She has like no bottom energy. And an endless curiosity, childlike curiosity. And will not say no to a refusal of her curiosity and endeavor. Yeah. I think this is it. The only one I'm not entirely sure is Eustace, I guess. I feel like Eustace can be a top too. But can he be a bottom? I should double check. I did it earlier, so I didn't double check so early. Let me check uses. Trick or treat, year 5. Heading to town, Captain. People are out in the drops today. Be careful out there. No way, I'm coming with you. I can tolerate the crowd every once in a while, as long as you are with me. That's pretty top energy. But then he's willing to defer to the captain going to town. So normally he just doesn't like crowd, but alright, year 4. Captain, you're not going to wear a costume? But it's Halloween. It's okay to let loose once in a while. What about dressing up as a werewolf? I bet you look cool. You always touch my ears. Today I'll do the touching. That's a lot of... Well, he always let other people touch his ear. That's like bottom energy. But today he pushed back. You'll be do the touching. So yeah, I think swing is perfectly fitting. You have some, I have some. Fair, balanced, flexible relationship. Yep. I think that's pretty fitting. Zoe. I'm still leaning towards swing, balance or swing. It's all balance, right? There's no way you're... She's not gonna be bottom forever, not gonna be top forever. Even she grow like a significant personality, it's still gonna be her mortal code. The whole reason she's alive is to be balanced. So it has to be a swing. So no other way. Thunderphone. Yeah, I feel like Thunderphone is still a swing. Her Thunderphone's sister, Raziel, is a total bottom. Does that make Thunderphone a bit more top though? In the case of Thunderphone don't like something, he kind of just avoid the situation. At most he like make a funny face and he will still do it. It's like, let's say you're gonna make him eat a Catalina's cake. I feel like you can beg him, pester him until he says yes. So I think that's a swing. Well, Ganda somebody like Ganda Golda with like full 100% top. You will see eating Catalina's cake or whatever. Catalina's cooking. Some sort of challenge. You will be refused to back down from being defeated by the Catalina's cooking. Yeah, that's how a top will handle it. How will Neil handle Catalina's cooking? I think she will eat quite a few of them, just hopefully none of them end up so the Grand Zeta wouldn't have to eat it. Yeah. And try to somehow survive there. Figure out a way to survive there. Just so the Grand Zeta will love her even more. Yeah, that's the bottom energy. Vera just has to take it. Vera just has to take it. I feel like Fira, maybe the whole reason Fira is a bottom is just because of Catalina. Like if Catalina doesn't exist, will Fira be a top? No, I feel like that seems like that's such an odd thing to say. A world without Catalina, what reason is Fira to exist? It kind of feels like that. Can a world exist without Catalina and Fira exist? I feel like such world is not allowed to happen. Functionally doesn't make sense. Now even if Catalina disappears, somebody similar to Catalina will take the Catalina's place, right? And then Fira will still be cray cray in that regard, because she got trapped in the town and can't see Catalina anymore. Defeating Catalina to get trapped in the town and sacrifice herself, so Catalina doesn't take the captain position, the knight captain position, to sign contract with Chevalier. They're like full power bottom. Namaya power bottom. She's kind of forceful. And she's even in the main crew now. It's been a while since I read Namaya's role. I should re-examine a little bit. It's been a long time. Year 5 Halloween. Are you heading into town, Captain? If so, will you mind if I tag along? You beat my ultimate defensive stance last year, so I thought I'll use this year to train myself. I'll observe how you play tricks on people and what you do to scale them. Then I will put that knowledge to use next year. Would that be alright? Hehe, thank you. I can't wait to stroll through town with you. Huh. So she defers to the captain, but kind of has her own agenda. So that's still very power bottom-ish. Like the whole only agenda is to be acknowledged, to better herself, to be acknowledged. In that regard, it's a little similar to maybe more similar to Nia. Yeah, they're actually slightly quite a bit similar. Namaya and Nia. Except like Namaya didn't have the troubled childhood. She just got traumatized from Zamba not seeing her, that's it. Even though Namaya was a genius in magic and martial art, or whatever her martial art style is, turning into butterfly and teleport. Like Namaya in her holiday text, she asks a lot of questions. Almost everything is like a question form. But then it's like they're all asking for permission to do what she wants to do. So that's as power bottom as it can be, right? It's like, oh, Captain, I made chocolate, open wine, now say, they're good? I'm so glad to hear that, but something feels a little bit lacking this year, don't you think? Wanna try feeding them to me instead, as a change of pace? Just let me know when you want to eat them, Captain. Yeah, that's gotta be a power bottom. Alright, leave her at power bottom. It's always the middle one that's more ambiguous though. Yeah, I see I'm pretty satisfied with this list. Man, Granblue has so many top. Or maybe it's because they are top that they are popular and then make it into the versus and relink. You know, Lily is pretty impressive gathering a bunch of top and making them work together. She did promise them the La La Land, so. And one I'm not super sure is Siegfried, but I'm still pretty heavily lean towards Swing. I see he's like in question format a lot too. Oh man, I didn't look it up earlier. Alright, let's see how he react when Halloween being trick-or-treat. Year 5. Oh, is that what you're going with this year's costume, Captain? It looks good on you. Actually, I tried dressing up this year myself. The cloak I wore and had wings, and the children loved it. So they're borrowing it for the time being. No, it wasn't a bad costume, it was a dragon. I sewed the scales from a real dragon onto the cloak, so it felt quite real too. Since everyone loves it so much, venture deep into the mountain of Frederick. To gather the scale was worth it. I will show you the cloak once I get back. Then you can tell me what you think of it. That's kind of top. Year 4. Captain. Shh. Captain is invited by the hiding Siegfried to join him. You're here just in time. I'm getting ready to scare some children who will be coming by any moment. I was able to master the art of hiding, but I'm not sure exactly how I should scare them. I suppose something frightful will do the trick, eh? I can mimic the movement of the undead quite well. I see your point. It may not be wise to put fear into children's hearts. A simple startle should be sufficient. Here they come. Will you help me give them a good trick? So he doesn't get tricked often. He always playing the trick on people. That's actually that's a lot of top. But also you can say it's because like people want to be tricked that he is willing to do this. So year 1, Happy Halloween. Pranks are not my strong point. Will some candy suffice? This is the early day character. They all had a one-liner. Year 2. It looks like the season of costume is upon us once more. I'm no good at pranks, so I couldn't join in on the fun last year. But after traveling with this crew, I think I have a few ideas up my sleeves. So what kind of pranks do you enjoy, Captain? Don't be shy. What pranks will you play on me? Tell me. Playing pranks on Siegfried seems like... doesn't seem quite fit. Maybe he's not a swing, maybe he's just a pure top. At one point does he defer? He does defer to the other Dragon Knight, but it's more like a he's older now kind of deal. Oh yeah, we were saying. Well, I was saying that he deferred to the king that recruited him when he was basically a wild beast. Maybe he mellowed out. Year 4, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What now? You are surprised I came to see you just to say that? Well, you are always going through the trouble of coming to see me, so I thought I would return the favor. But I thought it might be a little strange to come empty-handed. That's why I brought you the Lucky Laugh game. You know it? You are blindfolded and try to build a face from pieces you have. Then everyone laughs with you at the silly face you have made, which brings luck. You seem to know what I'm talking about already. Want to play? Let's say that the person who makes the funnier face wins. So he does recuperate. Like return the favor, keep it balanced. Yeah, I think swing is pretty fitting. Flexible. He's not so inflexible. Yeah, I think that's the biggest point. He's flexible. Flexibility. So yeah, let's keep that as a swing. Alright, in that regard, I think this is it. These guys don't count. We already passed a Raga up here. 2B is now a Granblue character. I bet up Belial. Belial is basically the same thing. EX Namaya, same thing. It does give me a little OCD though. Kinda want to use them up, but yeah. Alright. Man, 3 hours. 3 hours of pondering whether a character is top or bottom. 2 hours 52 minutes. Dang. Rules, man. I think it's also good I refresh my memory a bit. I haven't seen the sound of this character for... I haven't read about the character for so long. It's just all in my memory. Or I forgot I had to read it up. But I feel like got most of the character on first try. Frogs was one of the harder one. It just have like no information, but I think he's a swing for now. Rolling has low information as well. But he does push his agenda, despite not being aggressive about it. Yeah, am I missing anyone? No, I think everyone's here. Oh, wait, where's Song? Where's Twin? Is she not on the Relink webpage? I got the thumbnail from the official webpage, the Endless Ragnarok. But I think they were missing a Twin. Oh wait, where's Rosetta? No Rosetta either, what the heck? Alright, damn it, I have to grab this. Let's see. It's gonna be a little hard to find them. Can I just do this image? Open link, new link. Oh, I can do this one. It'll be kind of hard to find elsewhere. Kind of low res, but it's okay. Rosetta as well. Okay, I have to add. There you go, Rosetta. I'm not sure on that one. I feel like a swing, or maybe a power bottom. Definitely not the reg. It's been like a gazillion years since I read anything Rosetta. A mysterious beauty who suddenly appeared before you during the travel. Rosetta seemed to know the truth about many mysteries pertaining to your quest. Despite that, she often speaks in generalities and largely acts as a mere bystander. Under her exterior, Rosetta is the incarnation of the primal beast Rose Queen and is in contact with both you and Black Knight. Aware but not accepting of Black Knight's intentions, she acts according to her own beliefs to guide you. Now the bystander part kind of says bottom, but she is like guiding you. Well, that's not really a personality, that's more like her mission. Let's see Halloween. Year 5 Halloween. Trick or treat. Now, Captain, take your pick. Would you like a trick or a treat from me? But I'll let you in on a little secret. Actually, I have already decided that I will be playing a trick on you this year. In other words, I didn't plan to let you pick in the first place. Your trick or trick? Haha, you're not getting away from me. I've been preparing for this so I can see your distraught expression, Captain. Well then, wouldn't you like to know what sort of trick I've reserved just for you? That's very high top energy. Captain, will you lend me an ear? The children in town threaten me. They say if I don't give them candy, they will play a trick on me. Of course, I didn't have anything to give them and I didn't want them to do anything to me, so I just stood there frozen. Then I decided to scare them myself and they ran away like little spiders. Hehe. I must say they were cute though. Now I'm in the mood to scare any little children who threaten me with trick or treat. Hehe. So, Captain, to what do I owe the honor of your presence? That outfit and that little bucket. There wouldn't be something you like to ask me, is there? Come on, let me have it. I feel like it's power bottom. She doesn't exactly. But could be a swing too, though. But the fact that you respect Rosetta a lot, or just because Rosetta looks so mature, like a mature woman. Everyone is having such a good time running from place to place, even if you are an adult. It's okay to have a little fun on Halloween, right? I can't expect to just give my goodies away, can I? I want to really enjoy this day. Hehe, it'll be a shame to let this day go to waste, so maybe I'll put on a costume of my own. I'll even let you pick what I wear. So, are you ready to lay something on me? That's year 3 Halloween. I'm leaning toward power bottom. Like, she doesn't outright demand or force her way or her desire. She always like some sort of question form. Always suggestive. Like passive aggressive. So I think power bottom is fitting. Alright, song or twin. You know, when the Jutenshu first came out, it really didn't have much of a personality. They're much more tacked on later to kind of explore who they are. But maybe they already said it in the setting, they just didn't have any opportunity to show it. So I'm not sure in that regard. And then whenever we record like a session of like holiday dialogue, I think they record it in like one go. There's like 5 dialogue for 5 years and just do it all. I know side game is very efficient in paying their or working their voice actor. To a point that whenever a voice actor show up for like one of the weekend episode of their YouTube channel, we'll know what character recently got recorded and stuff, or what is coming. Even if they are not the character that got released, that's gonna get released, because sometimes some of the characters show up in the other characters' fate episode and they all have to record. Well, anyway, let's see. Year 5 Trick or Treat for song or twin. I've been waiting for you, Captain. Well then, let's get our costume for this year ready, shall we? This year, I want to try dressing up to a theme together with everyone. Will you help me pick out the costume? Hehe, this is kind of exciting, isn't it? I actually quite like the capes that we wear as Eternals. Alright, let's do this. I think she might be a top. Like she's a top that doesn't want to be a top. I think that was the main issue. That's her story arc. Like she's a monster. Well, but she doesn't like to be called a monster. Like her fate episode, or like her 5-star, was it 5-star or was it 4-star? We call it FLB back then. Yeah, 5-star. 5-star and Transcendence. So a 5-star on cap is basically her and Silver duking out. Oh, Silver figures releasing this year sometime. I'm getting that. FYI. Hopefully the shipping is not too crazy. Well, anyway, so Song released her power and Silver saw it, and it's like she whispered monster, and then Song was able to see that from like miles away with her sniper godlike eyesight. And then she went into like some sort of like a depression, want to cut off the friendship, the tie, because she got traumatized by the war monster from her village. She used to be a hunter, a huntress. The best bow user. Meteor can fly and use magic arrow just like a Song and Twin, or Song or Twin, or whichever. I prefer Song. Let's call her Song. Let's call her Song. I'm so used to that. Well, Meteor can use can fly, can use magic arrow just as well, but Meteor is missing the eyesight from like a couple miles away. This is where Song has special to her, and also that the Jutenshu is kind of picked on, the Eternal are kind of picked based on their affinity to the blue whale. The ability to go blue, basically, grow blue hair like the MC. So despite Meteor being a genius, I think Song is still stronger. Although one-on-one in close range, I'm not sure on that one. I think Relink fits songs a lot more, that's for sure. Even though like song count to Granblue versus, I'll be all for it. Man. But I get it though. I think splitting up the Relink and the versus story character lineup is good. Well, finally, we have so many like repeating character. The Full Dragon Knight, Vazaraga, the society member, they're all repeating members. We only got a few that's like differentiating. I think now that they finally venturing out. Now we got Elsa, Meg, Wellness, and then the Relink's getting Frogs and Fidel. I don't know if Galenza, Maggie, they count. But it is coming to versus though, so that's kind of like sailing Relink. I guess that's fair. We'll see from there. I really wonder what season 3 versus character gonna be. And I think Frogs is not coming to versus anymore. She does fit Relink very well. Fighting monsters, giant monsters with her power. She's empathetic, so she's not gonna go around beating people up. Doesn't really fit her. Nia on the other hand, just go around killing people. Definitely fit. So I'm guessing Low Belly are coming to versus. That just fit. Well, anyway, why song? I lean toward top. Unless she's a swing, do we have any evidence of her being a swing? Year 2, Trick or Treat. What do you think I should dress up as, Captain? We Eternals are sometimes called monster, but I want to wear a normal monster costume today. Oh, I just had a wonderful idea. Why don't you pick something out for me, Captain? That shouldn't be a problem, right? I'm putting my Halloween experience in your hands. I just know you'll create everlasting memory for me, Captain. Hehe, what's wrong? Can I indulge myself once in a while? That feels top. Now it's making Captain do stuff on Trick or Treat. It's like, pick your own costume. Huh. Or is that a power bottom? He is letting Captain choose, but I wonder if there's a subtle cultural difference here. Because the Japanese in the Japanese culture there's a lot of like subtle things. It's like inviting you to their house is like a huge deal. I actually did not know that for the longest time. Like, because Japanese are so private with their life, like letting people see your room is almost like a big no-no. To strangers especially, even to like neighbors. Like only if you're like really good friends, you might see the other person's room. Like that's almost like an invitation to like admit that like I'm really good with you, I'm really comfortable with you, I will allow into my sacred private space. So I don't know if there's a like a underlying tone here, asking somebody to pick the clothes for them. Personally I don't see it as that big of a deal, but maybe there's like a pretty big deal here. I'm not sure. Like this kind of thing you typically get lost in translation. Well, disregarding that, let me see New Year. Year 5. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Wait just a minute. Where did I put them? I want to go see the first sunrise of the year, but as you know, my eyes are a little special. So I was looking for the sunglasses I wore during the summer, but they're nowhere to be found. Oh yes, that's the pair. Thanks, Captain. Hehe, that's embarrassing. Not being able to find something despite supposedly having superb eyesight. Hey, you want to come watch the sunrise with me? I'll treat you to a nice warm drink. So you'll keep my little sunglass incident a secret, won't you? Yeah, I'm not sure. She has like a good bit of top energy. But she's also afraid of like, I feel like she's like afraid to like make people do stuff too much, unless it's something light. Like she wants a way, but then like she doesn't force it too hard or pull it softly. Like she has an idea of what she wants to do, and she generally does not do something she yeah, I feel like the most the interaction is more about her than about the others. Like that's most of the interaction. That makes Silva more of a bottom, if anything. How did the two crown bow drive her crazy? Oh, and Song always make the dad joke to be liked, and she won't stop. Like in the, it's like she's perfect, but then she's like they had to give her a bit of flaw. I think that's kind of the situation here. I think she's similar to Catalina in many ways. It's like a flawless being has to be introduced with a slight flaw. That kind of story writing. And I doubt like a song will like back down from a fight. Also, I wonder if there's more like a connotation inside Japanese to be called a monster. Like for like I don't really feel that connection, being called a monster being like a bad thing. Or maybe it's like a being a male species thing. I guess as a girl, you being called a monster will be a lot more hurtful. In Japanese, it's just bakemono, right? Not sure how much credit I should give the Sound of Fate story. It's like because like you collect the weapon, then you have to fight the Jutenshu in order to recruit them. They kind of want to see how strong the bow is, or whether you are on the path of justice. So you always have to fight them. So it's kind of like mechanical. That's a problem with the Jutenshu story writing from the early days. I probably have to look at the later years. I didn't transcendent song very far. I only like do one step. They do have the transcendence too on the second one. Well, the second transcendence on the wiki as well. Utilizing that one they have learned about the 2 crown bow, the crew will restore the relevant weapon to its original. Alright, that's not important. Let's see if there's any clue here. Yeah, the second step doesn't really say anything. He just awakened the bow and the bow come back to sleep again. And the step 3 is like resonance with the bow. Alright, Silva and Song's interaction. I actually did not read Song's most recent Fate episode yet, even though I have her. Maybe I should read it. That might take a while though. All those Fate episodes take like 30 minutes. No, I'll just read what I have here. Silva, hey Twin, finished shopping? Twin, yeah, I picked up some souvenir for chemics and cucurooks. What are you two doing with all that gunpowder? Concocting some new mixture. We want to come up with more powerful ammunition. Right, I see you're not stopping at the gunpowder, but working on bullets too. Looks like you have come up with a lot of ideas already. Why the sudden interest? I discussed it with Captain, and whoever the 2 crown bows got in for, will need bullets that are up to the task. Silva loads the bullet into her gun. Regardless of what we're up against, I see no reason for you to become something you hate. The bullet hurtled out of the barrel and burst into a pale blue streak as it impacted a tree and cut it in two. Exclamation mark. Surprised. Song is surprised. Silva say, she'll not up to par with that bow. Silva? I've said it before, I won't let anyone call you a monster ever again. If the bow is pushing you toward a consequential battle, then I'll leap into the battle with you. Between the 2 crowns arrow and my bullet, you get the best of both worlds. Silva watches as Captain loads a different type of bullet. Captain, I agree that slow and steady is the optimal way forward. Song, Song looks at both of them, and Captain smiles back. Silva, the Bow King claimed that the resonance of your bow swing is especially influential. Well, Captain and I have strong resonance ourselves too. Strong resonance ourselves. Actually, I almost want to say yours and mine are the same, but then I remember gunshots are way louder than arrows can ever be. Silva, 2 arrows can be broken, but 3 cannot. That's what the Bow King said. Silva wipes spot from her face and smiled at Song. Yeah, thank you, Captain. Silva. Song possesses aptitudes similar to the Bow King's. Silva is just as meticulous as the Archer King. They have their own crow like the 2 shooters before them. And then there's Captain, whose own destiny deviates greatly from the fates of 2 former crowns. These 3 arrows vow to never break in the face of adversity. As for the 2 crown bow, with the primals and astros for increased, it now seeks out more power. Wherever the prey may be, Captain and company will fight tooth and nail without fear. Maybe a baby swing. Yeah, maybe a swing. I honestly want to see power bottom. I'm still not too sure. This is a hard one. There's nothing like jump out like obviously. Now in the second part, like Song is like she's gonna be a monster in order to defeat the two crumble. It's only on the third part where the captain and the Silva want to help Song out. So in that regard, like it's not like Song went around to ask them for help. She was gonna take up this whole responsibility by herself. But she allowed help. I don't know if Ganda goes that will allow other people to help. You like do or die. I should perish here if I can't do it. Kind of deal. I think Ganda's goes that will do that. But maybe it's more for like a story's sake though. And another thing is that like Song don't go around like challenge people to be like to be the best or anything. But it does show that she's kind of flexible. Maybe move her down to swing. I feel like Song is kind of like a flexible person. She's not always going to go like my way. She has a lot of room for flexibility. But maybe it's also because like her story is kind of vague. Yeah, I'm leaning toward this swing. Well, let me check Happy New Year again. I see like Song seems extroverted. Like she's go around like talking to people. The one that initiate. Maybe she was top and kind of mellow out to a swing. No, a white day is when you return gift to a Song. Year 5, white day. Hehe, thank you. You have given me something in return on white day for quite a few years now, haven't you? I'm so happy that we can exchange gifts like this year after year. Maybe it is the ordinary yet special, something that I've been wishing for all this time. I'm looking forward to continuing our journey together for many years to come, Captain. Very standard. Year 4. You are so thoughtful to give me a white day present every year. I've been really looking forward to this. Hehe, what cute wrapping paper. What? You chose this design specially for me? Specifically for me? Special, Thank you, that really makes me happy. It hasn't always felt good when people call me special before, but coming from you, it's made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. First time that's happened. Let's exchange special gifts like this next year too. You know, that I think that's kind of sums it up. I think because of the power, that everybody see her as a top. But personally, she did not want to be a top. She didn't want all the special treatment. She wanted to kind of be like chill out, to be like the bottom, whatever. But she can't be because she's so strong. So in that regard, I think putting her on swing is a perfect place. I think that fit. Yeah. You know what? These actually happened to quite a bit of Eternal. Like even Octo kind of mellowed out. Used to be a top. Mellowed out and then let the children do their way with him. Man, is that what it is? It's like you get old, you mellow out, your top become bottom, or bottom become can do the bottom ever go top? We actually don't have a single oldie here that's a bottom that moved to the top. Or maybe as you get older, you are bottom and you become even more bottom. Is that how it works? Don't know. Let's think about that another day. Well, finally completed this. Almost missed out Rosetta and Song. But yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this list. Man, the Song took a while. Frogs took a while. I think the others are okay. The free-to-play character, man. Their story are too mechanical. Fight this and that, always have to go through this fight. And kind of get in the way of story writing. Or maybe I'm just not noticing it. Alright, anyway, this is my list of top, swing, power bottom, bottom. Power bottoms on the rear side. We have a lot of top. You know, if I take this double star out, still a lot of top. Still a lot of top. Funny how the both are male Arun are bottom. Oh, not this one though. Eustace is a swing. Lucilia is so top. Belial so bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I still think Anila is a swing. She's kind of flexible. Vikala is a weird one though. She's not exactly flexible, but she transforms, so I think that's just had to be where she is. Transformer. More than Mizai. Alright, anybody else? So Ugen was the top, mellow out, become a swing. Rakan has always been kind of flexible. Swing. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh man, 3 hours 30 minutes. This is longer than playing Granblue versus. Well, lure always take a while. Which I say, yeah, let's call this a day. Do I drag out this a little bigger? Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. Top, swing, power bottom, and bottom. Yay! Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you again. This all started from washing my Granblue merchandise, the pillow covers. It was like, between Nia and Vera, who is top, who is bottom? I have to figure out. And then why don't I figure out the entire Granblue versus and the Relink roster? And here I am. Yep, mission complete. Yay! And bye bye. Alright, let's see if I can do this new outro correct. To end the music. And then alright, close this. Yeah.